following is a feature presentation of the Replay Sports Channel, home for the great games. This afternoon, we take you back to August 26, 1967. It's Saturday, Game of the Week action from our Major League 1967 replay. An American League pennant race with two of several teams involved. The Boston Red Sox pay a visit to the Chicago White Sox this afternoon. Hi everybody, Glenn Walker joining you from the ballpark here at Comiskey. It's 81 degrees, clear skies, a little bit windy coming out of right center field. There is a chance of rain coming up a little bit later on. As the teams make their ways out on the field, tell you a little bit about both clubs.
Play ball!
Boston comes in with a record of 74-53. They are currently in second place in the American League. They've been trading first and second between Detroit off and on for the past 2 weeks. The last 10 games, they are 5-5. Starting pitcher on the hill for Boston today is Jerry Stevenson. He's a 24-year-old right-hander. This will be his first start versus the White Sox. He is 0-1 with an ERA of 10.13. He'll be opposed by Joe Horland, 30-year-old right-hander making his 26th start of the year. He's 12-8 with an ERA of 1.82. This will be his second start versus the Red Sox. Chicago has won 6 games in a row. They're 8-2 in their last 10, and they currently reside in third place. And we'll take a quick look at the top of the standings for both leagues. We'll talk about the National League a little bit later in the broadcast. As you can see over in the American League, it's a tight race. Detroit only atop the American League by 1 game over Boston, followed by the Chicago White Sox, who are 4 games back. The California Angels, the surging California Angels, are 8.5 back. And then the Cleveland Indians are 10 games back. We are in late August. We still have about 5 weeks to go here in the 1967 regular season. So the teams are completing their warm-ups. Let's take you through the batting order for the Boston Red Sox. It'll be Tartabull in right field leading off, Jerry Adair at third base, Carl Yastrzemski, what a year he's having, and we'll detail that a little bit later on, batting third. Scott will be batting cleanup, he's the first baseman. Reggie Smith, center fielder, batting fifth. Rico Petrocelli, shortstop, batting sixth. Andrew, second baseman, batting seventh. Catching today will be Ryan, and the pitcher Stevenson will be batting ninth. We take a look at the Chicago White Sox as they take the field. Out in left field, it'll be Ward. Center field will be Barry. Colavito will be in right. Third base will be Buford. Shortstop, Alomar. Causey will be at second, and Boyer will be at first. Catching today for the White Sox will be Josephson, and on the hill will be Joe Horland. We're ready to get underway here as home plate umpire Cal Drummond signals to go ahead and play ball. Jose Tartabull will lead us off, right fielder, batting 199 this season. It's a high fly ball to left field. Ward's under it, easy play, 1 away. Teams played a doubleheader yesterday. Chicago winning both of those games. Jerry Adair. Game number 2 yesterday, Jerry Adair got to spoil a no-hitter bid by Carlos. Hit a 2-out single that ruined Carlos's no-hitter bid in game 2. Adair, third baseman, hitting .325, has 21 RBIs on the season. 1 away, just underway here from Comiskey Park. This one's straight towards center field. Barry coming in and gloves it, 2 away. Game number 1 yesterday, Gary Peters went 7 innings, allowed 4 hits, 1 run, struck out 9 batters, improved his record to 13-11. Locker got his 22nd save of the season. Coming to the plate now, Carl Yastrzemski. Amazing season he's having so far. .341 batting average, 45 home runs, 119 RBIs. Looking at 2 outs here at the top of the first. Digs in. This one's a bouncing ball toward left field. Alomar could not get over to it in time, and Yastrzemski is on safely at first. And that'll bring up George Scott, the first baseman. Scott hitting .285 this season, 15 home runs, 86 RBIs. This one's grounded toward Alomar. Alomar's going to go for the easy out towards second, getting Yastrzemski. That's going to end the top half of the first. No runs, one hit, no errors. We're through a half inning. No score here from Comiskey Park. So we'll take a look at the batting lineup for the Chicago White Sox. Ken Berry's going to lead us off. Center fielder. Buford, third baseman, will be batting second, followed by Wayne Causey, the second baseman. Batting cleanup will be the left fielder Ward. Boyer batting fifth. Colavito, right fielder, batting sixth. Josephson, the catcher, batting seventh. Sandy Alomar Sr., shortstop, will be batting eighth, and Joe Horland will be batting ninth. Let's take a look at that Red Sox outfield as they take the field. Carl Yastrzemski in left. Reggie Smith in center. Jose Tartabull in right field. Jerry Adair at third base. Rico Petrocelli at shortstop. Mike Andrews at second base. And George Scott at first. Catching today will be Mike Ryan for Jerry Stevenson. Ken Berry, center fielder, takes the plate. He's a right-handed hitter. Hitting .229 so far this season, 6 home runs, 44 RBIs. High pop fly, heading toward the shortstop Petrocelli. Makes the easy catch, one away. That'll bring up the third baseman, Don Buford. Buford, third baseman, left-handed batter, batting .233. He's hit 5 home runs, 28 RBIs this season. So it's a grounder towards Scott. Scott's going to take it himself, and that makes 2 away. So 2 out here in the bottom of the first. No score between the Red Sox and the White Sox here on our game of the week. A couple of early games already underway. Yankees and Senators, Twins and Indians. And we've got a doubleheader going on between the Reds and the Astros. We'll get you some scores as we proceed throughout the afternoon. Wayne Causey, second baseman, now up to bat. Left-handed hitter. .244 average, 1 home run, 21 RBIs this season. This one's a high fly ball to center field. Reggie Smith gets under it with no problems. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're through 1 inning. No score between Boston and Chicago. Middle of the order for Boston coming up. Reggie Smith will lead us off there at the top of the second inning. Smith, switch hitter, will be batting left here. Center fielder, .265, 13 home runs, 53 RBIs. This one smacked toward right field. Ward's going to pick it up, and Smith is safely on at first. Ward couldn't get to it in time. Rico Petrocelli, shortstop, right-handed batter, comes up to the plate. Petrocelli hitting .286, 8 home runs, 48 RBIs. Boyer closely watching Smith at first. No outs here at the top of the second. Petrocelli bounces one toward Alomar, and Alomar is going to have issues with that. He can't get the throw off in time. Smith advances to second. Petrocelli over to first. Mike Andrews, the second baseman, now comes to the plate. Right-handed hitter, hitting .271, 13 home runs, 45 RBIs. 2 men on, no outs, top of the second for Boston. So it's a grounder toward Buford at third. He throws it across the field to Boyer, and it's not in time. Andrews safe at first, and we have bases loaded for Mike Ryan. Smith at third, Petrocelli at second, Andrews at first. Joe Horland is in a pickle here, the top of the second. No outs. Mike Ryan, the catcher, batting 187, has hit 1 home run and 14 RBIs this season. This one's a high fly ball toward right field. Colavito makes the catch at the warning track. 2 runs will score, 1 run will score. And Andrews will hold at first. So Smith goes for home. Petrocelli stops at third. Andrews will stay at first. So 1 away. Boston leads it 1-0. And then the pitcher for Boston, Jerry Stevenson, batting left-handed. He throws right and he bats left. 1 away. Boston, early advantage here, up 1-0. High fly ball to center field. Barry gets underneath it in time, makes the catch, throws to second. Petrocelli takes for home. Andrews stays at first. 2 away. Boston leads 2-0. And we go back to the top of the order. Jose Tartabull, he flew out to left field, his first at bat today. This one's a grounder toward Causey. Causey throws back across his body to first, gets the out. So we are through an inning and a half. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Red Sox. They lead it 2-0. Middle lineup for the White Sox. Ward, Boyer, and Colavito coming up. Our umpire crew for today, as we mentioned earlier, Cal Drummond will be manning home plate. First base will be Marty Springstead. Second base will be Jim Honachek. Third base, Mr. Chilak. Beautiful day here today, 82 degrees at Comiskey Park. Late August, 1967. Pete Ward, the left fielder, steps up to the plate. Pete Ward kind of helped in the game last night. Bottom of the 9th inning, grounded to second, forcing Causey to move to second base. Ward would be the winning run in that 2-1 victory last night. Ward, the left fielder, hitting .223, 16 home runs, 51 RBIs on the season. Starting off the bottom of the second inning. Stevenson looking for the signal from Ryan. This one's a pop fly, bounces in front of Tartabull, and Ward gets the first hit for the White Sox today. Ken Boyer, recently of the New York Mets, acquired by the White Sox several weeks ago, comes up to the plate. Boyer hitting .260, 2 home runs and 6 RBIs so far currently in his stint with the White Sox. A series of acquisitions made by the team in the push to challenge for the pennant, and so far you'd have to say it is working. Boyer digs in the plate. Ward on at first. This one's a line drive towards center field. Reggie Smith has it. Didn't even need to move out of his position there. He stood right there and caught the ball. Ward's going to hang around at first, 1 away. Rocky Colavito, formerly of Cleveland, steps up to the plate. Right fielder, batting .247, 1 home run, 12 RBIs. Colavito provided the RBI single to right field, bottom of the 9th last night, that enabled Ward to score and the White Sox to win their 6th straight game. one away. White Sox trail 2-0. And Colavito goes down on strikes. Swing and a miss. 2 away. And the catcher, Dwayne Josephson, steps to the plate. Right-handed batter, hitting .293, has hit 1 home run and 5 RBIs. Ward at first base, closely watched by George Scott. It's a grounder towards Scott. Scott's going to just take it in himself. And that's 3 outs. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We're through 2 innings. The Boston Red Sox lead it 2-0 here. Saturday afternoon game of the week on the Replay Sports Channel. Two teams will play again tomorrow. Projected starters are Bell for the Red Sox. He's 11-1 this season. Taking on Keegs for the Chicago White Sox, 0-1 with a 6.53 ERA. Then next week, Boston stays on their road trip. They head out to New York, 4 games against the Yankees, and then they're back home to face these same White Sox for a 4-game weekend series. The White Sox traveling to our nation's capital to begin a 3-game series with the Senators. And then, as we mentioned, the 4-game weekend series against these Red Sox at Fenway Park. Jerry Adair for his second at-bat of the day. He lined out to center his first time up. Ground ball toward Petrocelli. Petrocelli with a toss back to first. Alomar. Alomar with a toss to Boyer at first. Helps if I flip over my scorecard here. Very helpful if I do that. Alomar's toss to Boyer, 1 away. Carl Yastrzemski comes to the plate. Yastrzemski hit a single his first time up. Well on his way to a possible triple crown. Batting average, home run, and RBIs. And a World Series would be sweet too. High fly ball toward right field. Colavito quickly makes the catch. 2 away. Portland starting to settle in after giving up 2 runs in the last inning. George Scott grounded out to short, allowing the force out of Yastrzemski at second during the first inning. This is a ground ball between second and third. Alomar again slow getting over there. And Scott is on at first base. Reggie Smith hit a single his last time up. That's the 5th hit allowed by Horland in this game. Two outs. Boston leads 2-0. Top of the 3rd. This one's going to bounce into center field. Barry gets to it in time to retrieve it. Scott, meanwhile, has moved to 3rd. Smith is on with a single. Boston threatening to put up runs again here in the top of the 3rd. Rico Petrocelli steps up to the plate. Hit a single and moves Smith to second his last time up. Boston looking to gain ground on Detroit. Detroit in action later tonight at Kansas City. Boston trailing by 1. They've been trading first and second place almost on a daily basis here in late August. This is a pop-up. Causey's going to chase over to the foul line to catch it on the first base sign and makes the catch. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors. We're through 2.5. Boston leads 2-0 over the Chicago White Sox. Alomar, Horland, and Barry are the next batters for Chicago. Sandy Alomar, the shortstop, takes to the plate. Switch hitter will be batting left against the right-hander Stevenson. The bottom of the 3rd inning. This one's a high fly ball towards center field. Reggie Smith is running to get to it and makes the catch in time. That ball was falling short, and Smith kind of hit fourth gear to get there in time. Makes the catch, though, one away. Joe Horland, the batter, is up to bat. The pitcher is up to bat, I should say. Right-handed hitter. This one's a grounder toward Petrocelli. Easy toss back over to Scott at first, 2 away. Top of the order for Chicago, Ken Berry. Popped out just short his first time up. Ground ball to Petrocelli. Petrocelli throws across the field in time. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Chicago White Sox. We're through 3 innings. Boston, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors, have left 4 men on base. Chicago White Sox, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and have left 1 man on base. Just a reminder, do not adjust your screens. These same 2 teams will be featured in our Game of the Week next week. We go into the final month of the Major League Baseball regular season with the Chicago White Sox and the Boston Red Sox. We'll move all the camera equipment and audio to Fenway Park, the beautiful confines there in Boston. Between these 2 teams, we'll see each other again end of next week, so that'll be our next baseball broadcast. And all you football fans, if you've been following the playoffs, it comes down to 4 teams. Eastern Conference Championship. These games will take place this coming weekend as we're broadcasting this here in late June of 2022. Eastern Conference Championship, the Orlando Apollos will be paying a visit to the Toronto Hitmen. And then the second game, the Western Conference Championship, will feature the Oakland Invaders taking on the Memphis Express. And of course, the winner of those games goes on to the league championship game, the Pantheon Bowl. So you don't want to miss that. That'll be this weekend coming up. All right, top of the 4th inning. Boston winning 2-0. They lost a doubleheader yesterday to these White Sox. White Sox on a hot streak here. They've won 6 games in a row. Mike Andrews will get us started here. Second baseman hit a single in the 2nd inning, moving Smith and Petrocelli around the bases. Easy for me to say. Pop up towards center field. Berry gets under it in time, makes the catch, 1 away. Catcher Mike Ryan steps to the plate now. Flew out to deep right, back of the 2nd. Made the sacrifice. Smith scored. Petrocelli moved to 3rd and put Boston up 1-0. And Ryan goes down on strikes. That'll be Horland's first strikeout victim of the afternoon. 2 out, facing the Boston pitcher, Jerry Stevenson. This one's a ground ball toward Alomar. Alomar throws it back to first. Boyer makes the catch in time. 3 up, 3 down. We're nothing across the top of the 4th. Boston leads it 2-0. Buford, Causey, and Ward will be the batters that we'll see here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Don Buford, third baseman, grounded out to first in his first at-bat. And Buford strikes out. 3-2 pitch, took a cut, and came up empty. Second punch out for Stevenson. Stevenson has worked his way so far through 3 1/3 innings, has allowed 1 hit, no runs, and no walks. Wayne Causey, the second baseman, now at the plate, flew out to deep left center. His last time at bat. White Sox fans trying to cheer their team on as they are trailed 2-0 here. And Causey gets a walk on the 3-2 count. And up will step Pete Ward, the left fielder. Hit a single between first and second his last time up. Causey being closely watched by Scott at first. This one's a ground ball heading toward right field. Tartable's going to grab it. Causey moves to second. And Ward is on at first. The White Sox making some noise here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ken Boyer, the first baseman, his first at bat lined out to center. 1 out here, bottom of the 4th. Chicago trails 2-0. They have 2 men on. Ground ball toward Petrocelli. Petrocelli's going to try to turn 2. He does. Double play, Petrocelli. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We're through 4. Boston Red Sox 2, Chicago White Sox 0. Coming up to bat, we'll see the top of the order for the Red Sox. Tartable, Adair, and Yastrzemski. Jose Tartable will start things off here at the top of the 5th inning. 0 for 2 today. Grounded to second his last time up. Ground ball between second and third. Ward will pick it up, but Tartable is on at first. 7th hit allowed by Horland. Horland, through 4 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout. Jerry Adair, 0 for 2 today. Line to center, grounded to short. Ground ball toward first. Boyer's going to take this one himself. Tartable moves on to second. So Adair serves a purpose here. He's able to move a runner to second base for Carl Yastrzemski. So Yastrzemski comes in, 1 man on second, 1 out, here in the top of the 5th. Yastrzemski 1 of 2 today. He had a single his first at bat. He flew out to shallow right his second at bat. And Yastrzemski draws the walk. On the 3-1 pitch, it was high and inside. That's the first walk issued by Horland today. George Scott, 1 for 2 today. Grounded to short his first time up and then hit a single between third and short his last time up. Tartable on at second, Yastrzemski on at first. 1 out, top of the 5th. Boston looking to increase their lead. This one's heading toward right field. And bases are loaded. Scott's on successfully with a single, and we have a bases loaded situation. And this is going to bring out a visit to the mound. Joe Horland's going to get a visit from his manager. And we do see some bullpen activity starting to appear. It looks like Wilbur Wood and possibly Steve Jones. So players are up. They got the warm-up jackets off. They're stretching, limbering up, grabbing a baseball, and they're going to start warming up. So Horland, and another fix here. 1 out, bases loaded, and Reggie Smith steps to the plate. 2 for 2 today. He has hit 2 singles. Another ground ball toward right field. Two runs scored. Tartable scores. Yastrzemski scores. It's a 4-0 lead, and I think that might be it for Horland. Scott is on at second. Smith is on at first, and that's going to be it for Joe Horland. He'll head to the showers, And it looks like we're going to see Wilbur Wood make an appearance. Wilbur Wood being called in. 4-5 record on the season for Wilbur Wood. 3.03 ERA. Placing Joe Horlin. Horlin on the day. 4 1/3 innings pitched, 9 hits, 4 runs. All 4 of them earned. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Rico Petrocelli now the batter. 1 out, 2 men on. Scott on at second, Smith on at first. Boston leads at 4-0. And Petrocelli swings on strike 3. Wood gets his first strikeout upon coming in on relief. So there's 2 away. The second baseman, Mike Andrews, hitting 1 for 2 today. Hit a single his first at bat, flew out to center his last at bat. Ground ball toward Buford. Buford throws across the field over to Boyer, and it is not in time. He does not get the throw in time. Andrews is safe at first, so we have bases loaded with 2 out for the catcher, Mike Ryan. Ryan struck out his last time up. And if you remember second inning, he flew out to deep right, which led to Boston's first run scoring. It's a ground ball toward Alomar. Alomar throws to first in time. So a costly inning for the White Sox. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Boston increases their lead to 4-0. Calavito, Josephson, and Alomar are the batters coming up next. A couple of scores from around the league from action going on today. The Yankees defeated the Senators 4-3 in 14 innings. Barber gets the win. Booten gets the win for New York. Cruised to 3-2. Indians defeat the Twins 6-1. Hargan gets the win for the Indians. Goes to 13-10 on the season. Game 1 of a double header. A lot of hits and runs in this one. The Reds edged the Astros 11-10 over in the Astrodome. That one went 13 innings. There were a combined 32 hits in that game. McCool gets the win for the Reds. Tony Perez went 3 of 7, 2 runs, an RBI, and a triple. So that's some of the early action going on in the major leagues today. Later on, Atlanta and San Francisco will play too, out on the West Coast. Pittsburgh and Philadelphia will play under the lights. California, Baltimore under the lights. And one that's of specific interest to these 2 teams down on the field, Detroit at Kansas City. That will be later this evening. All right, bottom of the 5th, Rocky Calavito coming up to the plate. 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And Calavito is the second man walked by Stevenson today. Dwayne Josephson, the catcher, 0 for 1, grounded out to first. High fly ball to center field. Smith racing to make the catch in time. And Calavito's going to hold up at first. 1 away. And that'll bring up Sandy Alomar. Alomar, 0 for 1 today. Flew out to shallow left center field his first time up, back in the 3rd inning. Chicago trailing 4-0. Have only had 2 hits so far today. Ground ball toward Petrocelli. Flips it over to Andrews for the out at second. Alomar is safely on at first. No throw to first. Brings up Wilbur Wood. He came in relief of Joe Horlin back in the top of the 4th. This one's a ground ball toward Petrocelli. What a great play by Petrocelli. Nothing across the bottom of the fifth. Boston in control, leading 4-0. We head to the top of the sixth inning. Jerry Stevenson having a great day pitching for Boston. Steps into the batter's box, 0 for 1. Grounded out to short his last time up. This one's a grounder toward Alomar. Alomar throws back to first. In time, Stevenson's retired. Top of the order for Boston, Jose Tartabull, 1 for 3 today. Hit a single his last time up, between third and short, back in the fifth inning. And Tartabull strikes out. That's the second strikeout for Wood. 2 outs, brings up Jerry Adair. Jerry, 0 for 3 today. Grounded out to first his last time up in the fifth inning. And it is starting to rain here at Comiskey Park. So the players head into their dugouts. The grounds crew, they're going to begin rolling out the tarpaulin. And we are in a rain delay here at Comiskey Park. Again, you're watching Replay Sports Channel, home for the great games. It's the Saturday afternoon game of the week. We're currently in a rain delay here at Comiskey Park. Boston leads it 4-0. Again, if you're not a subscriber, we encourage you to check out the channel. We've got some great baseball action from 1967. We're doing a current football replay from the 2020 season. We use the 2021 misnomer there. We've got some other sports plans, some basketball, some hockey. That'll be coming up very, very soon. Again, we're in a rain delay here at Comiskey, so encourage you to log into the channel. Also, you get notifications when action is happening there. All right, so I think we're coming to the end of the rain delay here. A very brief rain delay, only 21 minutes, so we've been given the all clear here. So to reset, Jerry Adair is the batter. 2 outs here, top of the sixth. And high fly ball to right field. Colavito makes the catch. And we're through 5.5. We have an official game. I was kind of worried there with the rain. Right before 5.5 innings, we wouldn't have an official game, but it's an official game now. So, through 5.5, Boston leads it 4-0. Out to short back in the third inning. And Stevenson records his third strikeout of the day. Barry going down swinging. Buford, 0 for 2, struck out his second time up. Oh, and Buford gets hit by that one. Got him in the ribs. He appears to be okay. Makes his way to first. No avoiding that one. This brings up Wayne Causey, the second baseman, 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. And Stevenson in a little bit of trouble here. He walks his third batter of the game. Causey moves over to first. Buford, who was hit by a pitch, moves to second. Pete Ward, 2 for 2 today. He has singled in both at bats. Only 1 out here, bottom of the sixth. Chicago trailing 4-0. And another walk issued by Stevenson. And this is going to lead to a trip to the mound. And I believe there's going to be a change. So that's going to do it for Stevenson. And Bucky Brandon will be coming in to replace Jerry Stevenson. Stevenson had a great start. Very good day. 5 1/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. Just after that rain delay, things started kind of falling apart from there. So, Bucky Brandon, how would you like to be him? Step into a situation, 1 out, bases loaded, and you're facing Ken Boyer. Boyer 0 for 2 today, grounded out to short in a double play back in the 4th inning. White Sox looking to get some runs going here late in the game. This one's a wild pitch. It gets by Bryan. Buford scores. White Sox are on the board with their first run. Causey moves over to first. Ward is now at second. Boyer digs back into the batter's box. Still near capacity crowd here at Quincy Park, despite the rain delay and the still threatening skies here. It's a high fly ball. It's going to bounce in front of Tartable. Ward's getting the signal to head home. And the score is now 4-3. Causey scores, Ward scores, and just like that, the White Sox are knocking on the door. They only trail by 1 run. Boy, that rain delay came at a great time for Chicago. Rocky Calavito steps to the plate. 1 out, Boyer on at first. Calavito 0 for 1 today. He walked his last time up. High fly ball to center field. Smith going back to the warning track makes the catch. 2 gone. Dwayne Josephson, the catcher, 0 for 2. Flew out to left center his last time up in the 5th inning. Austin jumping out to a 4-0 lead. We have the 21-minute rain delay. Chicago, different team after the rain delay. This one, heading toward right field, bounces in front of Tartable. Boyer on his wheels, makes it to third. Josephson's in at first. Sandy Alomar, 0 for 2 today. Grounded out to short his last time up. Chicago came into this inning trailing 4-0. Now only trail by 1 run, 4-3. And Alomar is walked. Bases loaded again for Bucky Brandon. And the scheduled pitcher is supposed to be Wilbur Wood, but I think the manager here is going to make a change. So he's going to put a pinch hitter in, and it looks to be Tommy McCraw. Tommy McCraw will be coming in. Left-handed batter, 256 hitter, 10 home runs, 48 RBIs. Chicago looking to take advantage of the situation here by replacing Wood with a pinch hitter. McCraw digs into the batter's box. This one, line drive toward Tartable, makes the catch. But the damage done. 3 runs, 2 hits, no errors. We are through 6 innings, and we have us a ball game now. Boston 4, Chicago 3. It'll be Yastrzemski, Scott, and Smith as we go to the top of the 7th inning. And we do see a pitching change for Chicago. And the left-hander, Steve Jones, will be coming in now. He's throwing some warm-up pitches now. Jones, 1-1 on the season, 4.15 ERA. He's going to be facing Carl Yastrzemski for his first at bat. Yastrzemski, 1 of 2. He walked his last time up back in the 5th inning. Second game, that doubleheader in Houston has gone final, and the Reds take 2 today. They won the first game 11-10. They win the second game 3-0. Milt Pappas with the shutout goes to 11-9. 8 innings pitched, 8 hits, no runs, 2 strikeouts for the Reds. And Yastrzemski is walked again. Yastrzemski is on at first. Scott will be the next batter. Scott hitting 2 for 3. He has hit 2 singles his last 2 times at bat. And Scott goes out on strikes. Had to count 2-2, and then breaking ball got him. Strike 3. Reggie Smith walking toward the batter's box, and what a day Reggie's had. 3 for 3 today. Single to left field, single up the middle, and then a single between first and second. Reggie has been a busy man today. Pop fly toward center field. Barry's going to run and make the catch. Yastrzemski will hold it first. 2 away. Petrocelli, the shortstop, is now at bat. Petrocelli, 1 for 3. He struck out his last time up in the 5th inning. It's a wild pitch. No, I'm sorry, there was a balk. Jones is called for a balk. That's the first time I've seen that in a long time. So Yastrzemski gets to take second base. Petrocelli still remains the batter. High fly ball toward right field. Palavito makes a go for it, but it bounces against the wall. Petrocelli has a stand-up double. Yastrzemski scores. Boston leads 5-3. Mike Andrews, next batter. 2 for 3 on the day. Hit a single his last time up. Grounder toward Alomar. Easy toss back over to Boyer. That's 3 outs. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors here in the top of the 7th. We're in the 7th inning stretch here in Chicago. Boston, 5 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They've left 8 men stranded. The White Sox, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and have left 6 men on base. And Brandon's going to be replaced by Dan Osinski. Dan Osinski's coming in to pitch for Boston. Top of the order for Chicago. Ken Berry, 0 for 3 today. Struck out his last time up. High fly ball, right field. Tartable at the track, makes the catch. 1 away. Don Buford, also hitless on the day. He was hit by a pitch in the ribs back in the 6th inning. High fly ball. Tartable on his wheels again. Over to the scoreboard in right field. Makes the catch. Back up against that scoreboard there in right field, but he makes the catch. 2 away. Tartable very busy here. Bottom of the 7th inning. Wayne Causey, second baseman. 0 for 1. He's walked his last 2 times at bat. Another high fly ball to right field, and this one's going to bounce off the wall for a double. Wayne Causey with a stand-up double. Pete Ward, 2 for 2 today. Singled his first 2 times up, and then he walked in the 6th inning. Looking at 2 outs, 1 man on at second. Ground ball gets past the first baseman. Ozzy's getting the signal to come home. And we have a 1-run lead. Boston 5, Chicago 4. Ken Boyer, 1 for 3 today. Got a single in the 6th inning to make it Boston 4-3. Ground ball towards center field. Ward's going to hold up at second. Osinski in some difficulty here. There'll be another mound visit and a pitching change here. And it looks to be going to be Sparky Lyle. So we're going from left-hander to right-hander and then right-hander to left-hander. Sparky Lyle comes into the game now for the Red Sox. 1.13 ERA, 3-0 record, 2 saves for Sparky. Red Sox lead by 1. Colavito to the plate, 0 for 2. Struck out his first time up, walked his second, and then flew out to right deep center field in the 6th inning. Line drive toward Andrews, makes the catch. That ends the 7th inning. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. Boston with a 1-run lead, 5-4. And we're going to have another pitching change, this time for Chicago. And it looks like it's going to be Don McMahon. Don McMahon coming in for Chicago. Mike Ryan will lead us off here. Top of the 8th inning. 0 for 2. Grounded out to short back in the 5th inning. High fly ball, right field. Colavito at the wall. Makes the catch. 1 down. Colavito is running out of real estate there. That right field's a popular place to hit the ball here in Kaminsky Park today. Pitcher, Sparky Lyle, up to the plate. This one is between second and short, and Sparky's going to turn it into a double. Man, Sparky can run. He hit the dirt, and Alomar didn't get the tag in time. So a double for the pitcher, Sparky Lyle. 12th hit allowed by Chicago pitching today. And that'll bring up the top of the order. Jose Tartabull, 1 for 4 today. Struck out his last time up. High fly ball, center field. Berry running toward the wall, makes the catch. Lyle heading for third, and he's safe. Lyle got the signal from the third base coach, and he made his way over to third. Boston looking for some insurance runs here. They lead by 1 run, 5-4. 2 outs, Jerry Adair. 0 for 4 today for Adair. Flew out to shallow right center his last time up in the 6th inning. This one's hit toward first base. Boyer makes the play, throws it back to the pitcher, and that's 3 outs. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Chicago trailing 5-4. Bottom of the order for Chicago. Josephson, Alomar, and McMahon are the scheduled batters. Again, just a reminder, these 2 teams will feature again next weekend as we go into early September, the final month of the 67 regular season. The White Sox and the Red Sox. This time it'll be from Fenway Park in our Major League Baseball 67 Game of the Week. So make sure to check that out on our YouTube channel. Sparky Lyle takes the mound again for the Red Sox. Josephson, 1 for 3 today. Got his first hit in the 6th inning with a single to right field. This one's a bouncer towards Scott. He's going to take it in himself. 1 away. Appreciate your comments. If you can leave those on the YouTube channel or the Facebook page. Love to hear back from you. What do you think of the games, the baseball, the football games? Like I said, we're going to have some basketball and hockey coming your way a little bit later. Sandy Alomar, shortstop, 0 for 2 today. He did walk his last time up. 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning. This one's bouncer toward left field. Yastrzemski throws it back into the infield, but Alomar is safe at first. Kind of that no man's land area between short and left field, and Yastrzemski kind of took matters into his own hands there and charged after it. The pitcher, Don McMahon, up to bat. Alomar on at first, 1 out. And McMahon goes down, swinging. 2 away. Back to the top of the order. Ken Berry, 0 for 4 today. Flew out toward right field his last time up. Ground ball toward Petrocelli. Petrocelli just makes the easy throw to second for the force out. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We are through 8 innings. Boston 5, Chicago 4. And Chicago looking to make some changes here. Take a quick look at the lineup here. I think we're going to see probably a new third baseman. Nope, not going to see a new third baseman. What about a new right fielder? Yeah, we're going to see a new right fielder. So Tommy Adgie's going to come in for Rocky Calavito in right field. And I think McMahon's going to come out. I think it's going to be Hoyt Wilhelm. Hoyt Wilhelm coming in to pitch. Hoyt, 2.79 ERA, 5-2 win-loss record, 3 saves on the season. Carl Yastrzemski, 1 for 2 today. He has walked his last 2 times up, sitting on 45 home runs this season. Ground ball toward the second baseman, Causey. Causey throws it to Boyer in time. 1 away. George Scott, 2 for 4 today. Struck out his last time up. And strikes out again. So Reggie Smith, 3 for 4 today, facing 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. 3 hits today for Smith. And gets him out. So Wilhelm gets 2 strikeouts to end the inning. We're through 8.5. It's bottom of the 9th for the White Sox. Can they repeat the daring do of that second game of the doubleheader last night? So we get some bottom of the 9th heroics here out of the White Sox. And manager's going to consider possibly look at a possibly here, yeah. All right, so pinch hitter coming in for Buford. It's going to be Walt Williams. Walt Williams getting in to face Sparky Lyle. Top of the 9th, or bottom of the 9th. Ground ball towards the third baseman, Adair. Adair throws across the field to Scott in time, 1 away. Wayne Causey, the second baseman, 1 of 2 today. Hit a double for his first and only hit so far today in his last at bat. Chicago's 6-game win streak looks to be coming to an end unless they can find some bottom of the 9th inning magic here against the Red Sox. Ground ball toward right field. Andrews can't get over there in time. Causey safe at first. And Pete Ward, the winning run, comes to the plate. So far on the 67 season, Ward has had 4 game-winning RBIs, He's 3 for 3 today. Hit a single his last time up. Causey on at second. Lyle looking for the signal from Ryan. And this pitch gets by Ryan. Causey's going to advance to second. So Causey in scoring position. Ward steps back into the batter's box. Oh, and Ward gets hit. Pitch inside, got a piece of his arm. Ward moves to first. That'll bring up Ken Boyer. Boyer has 1 game-winning RBI on the season. 1 out, bottom of the 9th, 2 men on. Causey on at second, Ward at first for Ken Boyer. High fly ball in the infield toward third base. Adair makes the catch, 2 away. And it's going to come on to the shoulders of Tommy Agee. Tommy Agee, right fielder, 233 hitter, 8 home runs, 50 RBIs. He's hit 7 game-winning RBIs on the season. This is what faces him now. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. The White Sox trail 5-4. Sparky Lyle taking his time to get ready on the mound. Gets the signal he wants from Mike Ryan. Nobody has left the park here, despite a 21-minute rain delay. High fly ball to center field. It's going, and it's caught by Smith at the wall, and that's going to do it. The Red Sox put an exclamation point on this one. Red Sox 5, Chicago 4, taking us down to the last moment. Wow, let's take a look at the box score if we can. What an amazing game coming down to the last out of the game. The Red Sox stop a 6-game winning streak by the White Sox, and they improved to 75-53. Tonight they'll await the Detroit Kansas City game. So Boston, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Chicago, 4 hits, 9 runs, no errors. Your player of the game, Reggie Smith. 3 hits, 3 out of 5, 1 run, 2 RBIs on the day. So that's your score here from Comiskey Park. Winning pitcher, Stevenson goes to 1-1. Lyle will get the save, his 3rd on the year. Horland will take the loss for the White Sox. He drops to 12-9. Again, just as a reminder, here on the Replay Sports Channel, we'll have these 2 teams again. What an exciting game we had today. Wonder what kind of game we'll get next week as the game will shift to Fenway Park. We'll go to Boston for the game between the White Sox and the Red Sox, early September 1967. And don't forget, this weekend, football fans, we have the conference championships coming up. Eastern Conference, it'll be the Orlando Apollos and the Toronto Hitmen. Western Conference, it will be the Oakland Invaders and the Memphis Express. The winners move on to the Pantheon Bowl, the league championship of the WFL. Once again, this has been Glenn Walker getting ready to sign off. Thank you so much for joining us on the Replay Sports Channel, home for the great games. Have a great night. Drive safely.